going to check out this from Wet n Wild. It is their Rebel Rose PR set. This poor package went through hell to get to me. It literally did. It was bad. It was supposed to have been here over a week ago. We had a blizzard. We got 20 inches again last night. While UPS can go through snow like Santa Claus, FedEx cannot. It finally got here, and then because they gave it to the U.S. Post Office, the U.S. Post Office person who dropped it off at our house got stuck in our driveway for over an hour. It is gorgeous, and let's talk about what's in it. I got it the day before yesterday, and the skincare part of this is on the top, and I opened it up just to look at it real quick, and I was like, oh my gosh, that looks so cool. So I opened up the spray and the primer just to use them a couple times. They didn't break me out so far. They smell quite nice. This is Rose Toner. It smells very strongly of roses. If you had a grandma who wore rose scented perfume, this is going to take you back to that. It's very kind of old-fashioned rose perfume scent. It works okay. It feels nice on the skin. I haven't had any problems with it. Use this rose multi-use oil, which has a dropper, and then it has pieces of rose in there. At least I hope that's pieces of actual rose. This smells straight up of primroses, or sniff an actual rose. This smells like that, which is why I'm pretty sure that that is in fact real roses in there. It is a very nice oil. It feels nice. I don't normally use oil before I put on makeup, so this could go horribly wrong. Oil primers don't work on me. Oil cleans out my pores really well. Like, pulls everything off my skin. I don't care how clean it is, it still does it. If I just pat it in, it does fine. It doesn't do anything weird to my skin or anything, and it's great. And that one, roses are super good for mature skin, so if you have mature skin, this oil may be a huge benefit to you for the very low price point. Then we have this beautiful rose primer serum, which is a lovely pink with some shimmer to it. We're gonna hope that my foundation doesn't turn into a disaster today. It also smells of roses, and distinctly, I don't know, everybody seems to think that the first one has the more fake rose scent. In my opinion, this one does. Toner smells more like the rose that they use in fragrance oils, which also isn't great for your skin. The last one just smells like straight up, you know, they used some fake rose scent and stuck it in the bottle with whatever that is. But it does make your skin nice and glowy and very hydrated feeling. My skin feels really nice right now. Like when you touch it, it feels really good. However, I'm not gonna say that that is the truth, because skincare takes a few weeks, and since it is a skincare item, I will come back to you in a few weeks or a month or whatever and give you an update on this set. So the last two products in the skincare are Rose Lip Scrub. It looks like that. I was gonna show you on my finger, but I can't. These are $3.99. And our Walgreens and stuff finally got them in, the watermelon one. They're not amazing. If you're just looking for a cheap one, these work. I don't care for this one all that much. It doesn't taste like anything. It just tastes like slightly off oil to me. So the last thing in here is this. It's a rose lip balm. I believe it's a color changing lip balm. It goes from being this weird clear color, yeah, to being a pink, and I'm not gonna put that on within no time at all. That's gonna be a ugly, ugly bright pink. Any of these I've ever tried on me, I look like I have on fake lips. So the second layer of it looks like this. It's different types of makeup and a couple brushes. So there's 4 lipsticks, 2 different kinds. A weird black blush that turns pink on you. 3 quads of eyeshadow, and then these 2 brushes. This is the brush for the blush, and then the eyeshadow brush. I'm gonna go put on my foundation and stuff. I will be right back, and we'll start working on those and see how they work out. I'm back, and I'm using almost all Wet n Wild products at this point. I'm trying to go mostly Wet n Wild. There are a few things that aren't. Let's check these out, because these eyeshadows look amazing. So I'm gonna swatch these by the quad, and the packaging on these is just so gorgeous. It looks like there's lace overlay on these. It's beautiful. So this one's called Bed of Roses, And as always, I just do a one finger swipe. I don't go back in or go back over them. These first two shades look amazing. These two, especially this one here, is very, very dry. Holy cow dry when I swatch it. This one, top shimmer, feels almost like a cream. So I think that shimmer is going to be gorgeous. Next, I have the House of Thorns. This one's very dark. Again, those shimmers feel amazing. And the mattes just feel really dry. They are super pretty. The shades they picked for these are stunning. So the last one in the eyeshadow palettes, Secret Garden Rendezvous. Out of all of these, it's a more neutrally looking one. This shimmer is super pretty and one of those shades that's going to be tough to see on my skin. And again, I am just doing single, like one swipe swatches with them. So I just get it on my finger and go like that, and they look like that. I have a feeling these are gonna look better than they swatch. So the last item is this kind of cool black blush. This is supposed to turn colors to a custom color. Oh wow, and on my finger it certainly does. It does feel really weird though. It's right here on my arm or on my hand. It's not swatching very well, but I did see on a different channel that this applies best with the brush, and these brushes are pretty cool looking. I don't know how practical they are, but they are pretty cool looking. We're gonna give this a shot. Oh my gosh, these are so soft. This is so soft. They need to make like a whole set of these. Holy crap. Okay, we're gonna give this a shot, and we're just gonna, with this brush, this applies beautifully. And weirdly, I was thinking the stem thing was just going to be weird, but I end up gripping it like a kabuki and just pushing it in, and it does beautifully. Like, it feels nice on the hand. It doesn't feel weird. It feels very artisty, like, you know, you paintbrush. I love it. And the color of this blush, weirdly, I think looks really pretty. It's very shimmery kind of looking, very winter, push the color into your skin look. And we also have this tiny little for eyeshadow. So let's jump into an eyeshadow look. This one here from Secret Garden had the only like undertone color that would even come close on me, which is this kind of taupey color here. Ooh, the kick-up is real. I guess I am going to put a translucent powder on my lids, so I'm just going to do that real quick. So I'm back, and I realized that I was putting a shimmer in my crease. It worked out okay. I did put a translucent powder under it, otherwise it wasn't blending worth a damn. This brush, really cool idea, but depending on your eye shape, these little leaves here catch your eyelid as you're using it. Not cool. This needed to be a bit longer, because how it is, it's just scary. I'm gonna grab Secret Garden Rendezvous and use this deep mauve here, and we're just gonna use this brush again, and I'm gonna put that in my outer corner and up into my crease. I am shocked at how good these are. The mattes did not swatch very well. They felt really dry on the brush. They're gorgeous. Okay, I'm gonna switch brushes. This just, it catches my bottom lid sort of and rubs on it, and I don't like the feeling of it. It does apply very well. If you have a different shaped eye, I think you will like this brush a lot. For me, this is gonna be more of a display type item than it ever will be a use item. Now I have the House of Thorns, and I'm gonna use this very deep brick red here on an Ipsy brush. I'm just gonna do my very outer V. Usually drugstore eyeshadows hold zero interest to me. I just don't feel I get the payoff. I've had straight up high-end eyeshadows not look this good. The blush is very shimmery, and while I don't mind it, and I'm going to go over it with translucent powder, it's very definitely a more younger look than what I personally prefer. This is the Bed of Roses palette. I'm trying to use some from each palette. I'm going to use this shimmer here. I'm just going to use my finger, and it goes on nice enough. It looks pigmented, no problem applying with the fingers. Now on this lid over here, I'm going to use some glitter glue and use that same shade and see what happens. It's definitely more shimmery when you use the glitter glue. It does just fine without it too. Now I'm going to use that rose shade, peony pink rose shade here, and just bring that in a little bit towards the inner corner. Of all the shades, that's the one that it's got that more Vaseline feel that some of their older glitters had. Like, not as bad as those, but it definitely has that feeling to it, and I don't love that. So now I'm going back into Secret Garden Rendezvous, and I'm grabbing that lightest shade, and I'm just using a small brush, and I'm gonna pat that on my inner corner. And it is super pretty. This is the Smashbox 24 Hour Concealer, and this stuff is just amazing. I'm just going to take my Pretty Vulgar setting powder on a kabuki brush. This one's from It Cosmetics. I'm just going to set my whole face. Okay, so now I'm going to do my lower lids. I'm going to go into House of Thorns and use that really deep red there. I kind of wish they had organized these just a little differently. I want to use those reds together, but I also understand why they didn't. So I'm just taking that on a tiny little brush. Wow, that's really dark. Like, these are super pigmented on dense brushes. Beautiful though. Everybody has been going crazy over this green, and I'm going to use it to line my lower lash line. And I'm just using a really tiny brush to do that. So I'm just taking a little bit more of that lightest shade in the Secret Garden Rendezvous, and I'm just going to do my inner corner. Alright, I'm going to do my eyeliner and mascara, and I'll be back because those are not from Wet n Wild. So I'll see you in a minute. I have my lashes done, my eyeliner, and my Rebel Rose wig on. This was one of those $7 wigs I found on eBay. The last thing we have in this set are those lipstick. In the lipsticks, there's two different types. There's a more glossy one, and then there's their catsuit ones. I'm going to go with the two darkest ones first. This one is Kiss of Death, and then this one is Deviant Damsel. Deviant Damsel is a definite purple shade, very deep purple, as is the Kiss of Death, which is just a gorgeous deep dark brick red. That is the one I think I'm going to use today. In the other one, there is two pinks, and these ones I'm having a hard time swatching because they are more of a gloss. They're a little sheerer. So that one's called Petal Poison, and the packaging on these is stunning. The last one is called Bad Romance, and it's kind of a gray, pink, purpley color, also in that more sheer. I'm going to put on this deep red and hope this doesn't end in disaster. Me and the liquid catsuits, we just don't get along. They are too oily for my lips or something. They cause them to peel really badly. And instead of just going on and staying where I put them, they like smear all around and they gather up in the sides. I absolutely hate that. And the other thing they do is they get on my teeth so badly. Like, no other brand is this bad. This shade is super pretty, and it is drying down nicely. I can already feel it drying down. I did blot it a little bit with some tissue to try to help it along, and put on another layer and blot it again, because that's what I have to do to get these to work. I know everybody loves them, they just don't like me. I will say that this overall look is gorgeous, and that these eyeshadows are stunning. Like, oh my gosh. They're gorgeous. You can buy these each for $5.99 a piece. I think these are $3.99 a piece. And the skincare is like $5.99 each. These are, if you're into these shades, absolutely worth going out and getting. They're different than most of the stuff I've seen coming out lately. Not much has been interesting me, and these are gorgeous. To get the whole set is $59.99, but you can buy it piecemeal. This set is just gorgeous. I am absolutely in love with it. I can't believe how well this works for the money. The things I don't like in it are the blush. I think this is super gimmicky. It did turn out looking pretty, but it's just, I don't know, I don't love it. To me, it's just too young feeling. The brush, though, is amazing. I am going to try this with some other stuff because I just absolutely love the way this feels. Like, I could sit there and put that on my face all day. I didn't like the smaller one because it does rub on my eyelids. The foundation is setting down beautifully. It looks nice. It feels nice. I did use their Wet n Wild foundation with that primer and everything, and it all looks really good. Set down beautifully. I didn't have any problems at all. Apparently, they work really well together. That's how it should be. I will let you know in a few weeks how the skincare is doing. because I am going to keep using it to see if I like it or not. So far, it's really great, but I am super, super impressed with those eyeshadows. They are gorgeous. I'm not so in love with these lipsticks just because I don't love this formula, and I don't like the lip balm. I don't like those kind of things. They don't really work on me. Everything else is gorgeous. I will talk to you guys later. Let me know what you think, and what do you think of Mistress Murder. Bye!